Uh, alright. Hi, Tumblr. So yeah, this is me. And my heart is racing because I am so nervous. Sorry if I'm not looking at the camera that much because I also got to see my questions. But, some general stuff for you guys to know. My name is Rachel. I'm 24 currently. I'm going to be 25 in June. My birthday's June 28th. About 5'7", my weight. Not really sure. I think somewhere between 140, 150. I live right outside of Philadelphia. As in I can hop right on the trolley that runs literally behind my house, which might run by again and kind of drown everything out. And I'd be like in the center city in like half an hour. I have two dogs. Shiloh and Delilah. Shiloh is a French sheepdog, we believe, and Delilah is a half pit. I would like to show you them, but they don't feel like coming. They don't feel like leaving my mama. And my first batch of questions. I believe this is from Blackjack Falcon, which is a setter. My favorite thing about Bartz and my least favorite thing about him. Jeez. My favorite thing about him. Wow, if I had to pick one thing, I guess how much of an optimist he is. Despite all the crap he goes through, having to watch his mother die when he was a child, having to watch his father die from an illness as well, and being left alone in the world with just a chocobo and the wind to guide him. I mean, the fact that he's the goofiest goofball of all the Final Fantasy protagonists, that's really saying something about his strength. It's just, he's one of those guys I wish I had as a friend. I wish was real. I mean, just because he is such an amazing character. I mean, it's the fact that I'm ashamed to say that I didn't know him before Dissidia. But when I played as him in Dissidia and got to know him through Dissidia, and then I wanted to find out more about him, I'm just like, this guy is the best character ever. I just love him. He's an amazing guy. It's just like there's nothing about him I hate. Even those moments where he angsts, it's like so few and far between, but you feel for him. At the moment when you see Rix just disappear into the void, and he just goes, and the anguish he goes through, even in pixels you can feel it. I mean, like even in those 16-bit graphics, you can feel that. Why did I pick Bartz as a muse? Again, you know what? I have no idea. It's more like he picked me. It's like, it comes back to the first part. I just love him that much. He needs more love. It's just a shame that Final Fantasy V is considered like the black sheep of the Final Fantasy family. It's not its fault that it came between 4 and 6. And it wasn't released in America back when it first came out. Unlike 4 and 6 did, which was 2 and 3 back when, we got it. Which I still haven't, but I still haven't played 4 and 6 either, but just saying, it's Final Fantasy V needs more love. It's its own beautiful game. It's just like, how many more? What? How many marshmallows can I eat in one sitting? Since I'm actually not much of a sweet eater, I really don't know the answer to this question. I've never bothered I wouldn't bother to count. Don't ask me how I can eat them through s'mores because I don't like chocolate actually at all. I do not like chocolate at all. Put chocolate in my mouth. Biggest thing me and Bart have in common. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. The fact that we both lost parents when we were children. I mean, he lost his mother, but it was gradual. I lost my father suddenly. But it's the fact that we both have moved on. I mean, just to find that strength to move on. It's just like, what I really like Bartz, because it's just we don't connect, because we just have so much in common. It's like I feel for him. I know what he goes through. If I had to pick a new muse besides the ones I have already, who would I want to RP as? Well, I already have an X-Death, who I've been neglecting. I do have a Dorgan that I've recently picked up. I have a few OCs I've been thinking of making tumblers for, and I do have an old Yuma / Astro Muse, from Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal, who have been getting a little bit louder as of recently because of, Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal the second is actually getting really interesting, because wow, that one episode of, I probably should have seen it coming, but still, damn. And I've also been thinking about a Pit and Palutena double muse for from Kid Icarus Uprising. That's because I freaking love that game. That's such a fun game. Hades might also be Hades from Kid Icarus Uprising would also be an interesting idea, because he's also a bushel of fun. He's like one of the few villains that actually kind of regretted killing. That's because he was amazing. I loved him as a character. So I'm actually kind of hoping if there's a Kid Icarus Uprising stage in the next Super Smash Bros. Game, Hades is somehow incorporated, and we get to hear his witty banter because he's hilarious. Alright, and these next couple questions are actually from an anonymous. My favorite color. Oh my gosh, that would be purple. I love purple. Purple's such a beautiful color. My top 2 animals. Since I'm assuming real animals, I'd have to say tigers. Especially Siberian tigers. I love tigers. Beautiful cats, beautiful animals. And I guess my second one will be dogs. I'm a dog person. I'm not afraid to admit it. Oh, my least favorite food. Oh dear God, I hate manwiches, spaghettios, like almost. Ugh. Anything that has like ketchup, like tomatoes, I cannot stand. I hate ketchup. It's like I'd rather have just thinking about it makes me sick. Again, like I said, I'm not really big on sweets. I hate coffee and I hate chocolate. I mean, it's bad when you can't even stand the smell of the stuff that you don't like. I don't have any food allergies that I'm aware of. I know somehow everyone else in my family does. I don't know how I managed to dodge that bullet. But other types of allergies, yeah, I get seasonal crap. Fortunately, it doesn't seem that bad right now. It was actually kind of bad a little earlier this year. It was so bad it was almost like I was sick. It was difficult to work that one day because eyes were watering, nose was running. Ugh, it was horrible. Favorite place and what season do you prefer? My favorite place, I guess, of all the places I've been to, I guess would be Virginia. Just because I like how warm it is. I also have family down there. I feel like I've also been to Paramount King's Dominion down there. Love that place. A whole lot of fun. We stay at the I think it's the Holiday Inn on the it's like right on the park. So it's like we just hop on the shuttle and we're like there in 5 minutes, or we just walk right over. But it's a blast. And I also don't mind New York. I don't want to live there, but I do like visiting it. Nintendo World is it's like my paradise. All the Pokemon, and then there's like all the. I wish I lived nearby so that way I could play some Kid Icarus Uprising against other people that I'm like terribly rusty, and everybody around. I track orbitals with +3 home with +3 homing, +3 shot distance, and +4 dash charge shot. And the people who don't play Kid Icarus Uprising have no idea what I just said. For my favorite season, late spring, early summer, when it's warm but not too hot. So, it's like about this time. So I guess, yeah. One song that I think has been overplayed. Gosh, I don't really listen to modern music all that much because I don't really care for it. I'm not really big on rap. But of all of the music I tend to listen to, I guess Wily Stage 1 from Mega Man 2. It's don't get me wrong, it's a great song. It's just there's other great songs from Mega Man as well. I mean, Mega Man 10, freaking amazing soundtrack. I also believe that Mega Man 2 is also overrated. It's not as great as everyone says it is. Just because, you know, the Metal Blades makes everything too easy. A movie I'm dying to see. I still have yet to watch How to Train Your Dragon, and this is really weird because because I love dragons, and I still haven't watched this. I watched the show too, and I still have. Oh, and another movie I have to watch is Kung Fu Panda 2. I also heard it was a great movie, and I still haven't watched that. But I am going to be seeing Iron Man 3 on Tuesday, so I am very excited for that. What other fandoms am I? These are questions from Lady of Faith, which is a Yuna account. What other fandoms am I in? Meaning what other muses and or blogs do I have? None technically. I'm still with the only blogs I have are all Final Fantasy related. Actually, they're all Final Fantasy V related. But like I said before, I have been thinking about making a Yuma and Yuma / Astral and a Pit / Palutena account, just because these are characters I like, and I actually haven't seen a Yuma, which is kind of weird. I guess, you know, Sexel is even more of a black sheep than Jaden is. And another thing I've been mentioning, I do sort of, I wouldn't mind joining the Pokemon fandom, although as a Reshiram, but I have a feeling like since it's Pokemon, I'm gonna be just 1 in 1,000. Although, it would give me an excuse to update my mental Reshiram Genjinka, which I believe has more of a steampunkish kind of style to it, kind of fitting with its theme of the past and the truth and its, I guess, steam-poweredness. What kind of music do I like? I tend to listen to video game music soundtracks just because I love that stuff. So I'm not really the biggest person asked about music, I guess. So I like instrumental stuff. I don't mind. I also like digital stuff. I'm a sucker for 8 and 16-bit music. I freaking love that stuff. Favorite quotes. I think my favorite quote would probably have to be, "A fool thinks himself the wise man knows he's a fool." It's something like that. I'm not sure who really said it, but it's like I heard that once. Like, that is a quote to live by. It's like that is the quote. That's like Bartz's quote. That's like my quote. I'm such an idiot. That is me. Do I like sweet or spicy foods? Neither. I hate both. I love sour stuff though. I'm definitely a big fan of sour. Who is this from? Oh, I think this might be from Freya. Yes, it's from Burmesian Dragoon Freya. Do I cosplay? At the moment, I do not. But I would like to one day if I could, work up the nerve to. You're lucky I managed to do this. My thoughts on religion. I don't really care for it, but I won't knock you for practicing it. Just don't go shoving it in my face. I really don't care. It's like that's the main reason why I really don't care about religion, because they believe they're right, you're wrong, and if you want to have salvation, you gotta believe them. It's just like, because I don't get it. Why can't Jews, Christians, and Muslims get along? We all worship the same God. That does make good story material. It really does. I mean, how many Final Fantasy games would deal with religion? Final Fantasy X. It's like considered one of the best stories of all the games. There you go. Do I like My Little Pony? I really do. I actually do. I believe it's a very well written show. The lore is amazing. The characters are well developed. I'm not one of, and the fandom. There are, of course, like there is with any fandom, there's those you don't want to talk about. But what some of the people can do with the ponies. Oh my God, I am terribly impressed. I'm not one of the super obsessive Brody types, but I do like the show. I'm not afraid to admit it. My headcanon, by the reasons I chose Bartz, already went over this. Headcanons for him, I have a whole bunch of posts considered to that on my profile, so I am not going to go over them here. Do you have a current ship with anyone or a dream ship? If anyone's been keeping track, Bartz has officially hooked up with Maria's, which is Artemis Expo or Artemis Crossbow, or however you want to say it. But yeah, those two are quickly becoming my OTP. Oh my God, they are freaking adorable together. Is Bartz my favorite? Yes. Bartz is my favorite character ever. And considering that I've known him for maybe about a couple years, the fact that he shot up so fast at the top of my list is something, is no small feat. What parts do you feel most ready to RPN? Oh my God, dear God, everything. It's like, I feel like I know this guy so much. I've experienced, like, a lot of the same things he has. Granted, I don't fight monsters. I haven't lived out in the world for like 15 years, and I haven't watched my world get sucked into the void. But, I mean, stuff like on an emotional level, I feel like I understand him. It's like, you really need to understand and click with your characters in order to, properly portray them, at least in my opinion. Because, it's hard to portray a character if you don't understand your character. Okay, this one is from Tower of Books, which I believe is a multi-RP account with a lot of Kingdom Hearts organization members and I think a few OCs. How do you feel about dreams, and what is the strangest dream you've had? My dreams can get pretty weird. I don't mind dreams. It's not like they're anything bad, although I get my share of nightmares. My nightmares tend to be kind of bad, pretty terrifying for me. But every so often, my grandfather appears in my dreams now. He passed away a couple of years ago, and whenever I see him, it's like I start crying in my sleep because I know he's dead, but he's talking to me like he was always alive, and it's just like, but my dream self knows he's dead, and I don't know what to do. It's like, I just want to, light versus darkness, what side would you pick and why? Are you inherently implying one of them is good or evil? Because really, light and darkness is just power. Light is order and darkness is chaos. If we're going by Dissidia terms, and it can't really have one without the other, so I don't really know. I guess it would depend on which side sways me. Because, I mean, order is good, but too much order is just suppression, and you don't get to be yourself. It's like, chaos pretty much means death, and order means life without free will. I don't really want either. What are your thoughts on aliens? As in, do I believe they exist? Yeah. Do I believe we've seen them? Not really. But I do believe that there is intelligent life out there. I mean, I highly doubt it. I highly doubt we're the... Oh, I shut up. Yes, this is my doggy. Shut up on the bed. Up on the bed. Up on the bed. Up. Or you can do this up to my back. Were you wondering who I'm talking to? I'm talking to the internet. Want to say hi? Not to me. Get on my bed, Fluffy. That was the trolley I was telling you about. Get on my bed, Fluffy. Thank you for the kisses. Kind of in the way. You mind getting down? What are you doing, silly? Oh, don't be alarmed. She doesn't have this here. Thoughts on aliens? Yes, I do believe they exist. No, I don't believe we've seen them. And I mean, it's. I highly doubt we're the only life out there. I mean, it's like, sure, a lot of stuff probably went into miracles in order to create life, but it's not like it couldn't happen a second time. Who knows? I mean, space is big, big. So I mean, like, yeah, there's a good chance it could have happened a second time. What kind of cloud is your favorite? I don't really know what kind of different clouds there are, so you're making it difficult for people to see my face. Come on, bitch. Come on, let's have a bed. Get out of my way. You're a little early. You still got an hour yet. Sorry, she's asking for a walk. Ah, crap! I said the word. I guess what kind of clouds my favorite? I guess the ones in the shape of dragons. I don't really know. The fluffy ones. This is a weird question. Are you particular about any music notes? Like, since I don't really know music, it beats the heck out of me. Like, without saying blue, azure, or similar colors, why it doesn't work either? How would you describe the sky? Expansive. Yeah. Full of, possibilities. What is your favorite mood of Bartz? Is there anything he does? Oh my god, Bart's just being his usual happy, dorky self. When Bart's is being like that, he's just the most fun to write. But he does end up in angsty situations, I admit. Because of me, and those magical anons, because they usually somehow inspire me to write out neat little happy fun time threads that usually try and break my character. Somehow he's managed to get through that, even after the Zayn wording. Which is why he's now silver-haired. Yay for alt ones. Anything he does, a skill or something that you really love. Oh my god. I think we've been over this. There's nothing about Bartz I hate. Everything he does, I absolutely freaking love. He's just that guy. It's like he's just that. It's like, I guess the biggest thing I like about him is that's just how wise he can randomly be. Like there's those moments where he says something and it's like, Bartz said that. It's like I'm typing it out and it's like, and then I go back to read it. It's like, how can he? There's just those moments where he's just that profound. One thing that upsets you about him, I guess the fact that he now has white hair. But I guess now because I can't see him with brown hair. That, and it's really hard to find happy white hair, happy dorky white hair Bartz icons. I guess I have to make them because all the white hair Bartz icons I found are him being. What would you say is the perfect day? One where I don't have to do anything? I don't mind it windy as long as it's not too windy. Favorite mythological dragons. Dragons. Lots and lots of dragons. When you see the word love, you think of what? Really? You asked this question? Oh my god. Can I say those two parts of Maria just being absolutely adorable? My OTP. Do you have any pets? I think we've been over that. You see one of them right there being really little. Lazy little fatso. They're the ones apparently eating, which you shouldn't be. Delilah, stop eating. You're getting fat, you pudgy. There's anything you can't live without. I'm talking to it. That doesn't really tumble over my computer. Dear God, if I lost my computer, I'd go nuts. I'd so go nuts. Y'all change as we grow older, sure, physically, but that's kind of a mental change. Actually, when I was a lot younger, I was actually much more of a girly girl. I actually cared a lot more about my appearance. I think I might have known what changed me, and it's a little personal to talk about here. I actually have a post written on my exit account explaining what probably happened to me, but I don't know if I actually like this change. It has opened up it has opened up my eyes quite a bit to see how much people actually care about their physical appearance. It's weird, but I actually traded personalities with my sister. My sister used to be the tomboy, and I was the girly girl. Now I'm the tomboy, and she's the girly girl. It's not saying I don't know I don't know fashion. I used to be on Gaia a whole hell of a lot, so I know fashion. But it's just I don't wear fashion because I don't really care. What kind of scenery, setting, place do you find relaxing? I guess just my bed, my room. The familiarity of my room, my bed. Otherwise, I guess actually, I can't say the word because she'll go nuts. But going around the block every once in a while with my dogs is also a nice little release. You know, as long as they're not pulling me trying to chase after squirrels or other dogs. Alright, and I think this one's from Artemis Crossbow, which is Maria. Who is my role model? I actually have two. One of them will be my mom. My mom is like the strongest person I have ever met. The death of my father it was even harder on her than it was on me. And the fact that she pulled through for our family is just. And the fact that she tried so hard to protect me and help our family through is just I hope I can be that. I can hope I can be a mother like her one day. And she's also a cool mom. That health matters. Because I mean, when I was younger, I was in see Charles. When I was younger, in elementary school and middle school, I was actually bullied a lot. It was mildly bad in 3rd grade, but it only got worse as the years progressed. In 6th grade, I was actually assaulted on my way home one day, and it was. But when I told my mom about what was happening, about the people that bothered me, she was in the next day having a word with the principal of the school, and she got shit done. Let's just say that she got shit done. And one from Prince of Alexandria, which I believe is an OC account, if I remember correctly. Here's a question for you: why did you use corn as your mud face clip? Because on most places of the internet, I'm actually known as inhaled corn. So yeah, since his Japanese name is corn, it's like, oh, okay. That's kind of the simple explanation, is because my usual online handle is inhaled corn. Oh, hello, there's my other doggy who wants to pop up. Uppy, uppy, uppy. 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 Come on. Show the people you. Show the people your face. Show them on your face. Show them on your face. Come on. One time I want you to hop over that. Get over that. There you go. Yes, my room is a mess. She's a face looker. Oh, who's your butt? Who's your butt? Who's your butt? Alright, that's all the questions I got. So, I guess I will see you when I do the next Beat the Money. Whenever that might be. Come on, Delilah. I need to get you my mouse because I have to stop the video.